Are you down with me? Supposedly duct tape to my spine. Nothing's gonna change my mind. I won't listen to anyone's last words. There's nothing left for you to say. Soon you'll be dead anyway. And no one here is getting out alive. This time I really lost my mind and I don't care. So close your eyes, kiss yourself goodbye, and think about the times you spent and what they've meant. To me it's nothing, to me it's nothing, to me it's nothing, to me it's nothing. I'm losing all my happiness. The happiness you pinned on me, the loneliness still comforts me. My anger dwells inside of me. I'm taking it all out on you, and all the shit you put me through. But no one here is getting out alive. This time I really lost my mind and I don't care. So close your eyes and kiss yourself goodbye, and think about the times we spent and what they meant. To me it's nothing, to me it's nothing, to me it's nothing, to me it's nothing. Do you ever think back to another time? Does it bring you something that you thought you lost your mind? Do you ever want to lead a long trail of destruction and mow down any bullshit that confronts you? Do you ever build up all the small things in your head to make one problem that adds up to nothing? To me it's nothing. It's nothing, to me it's nothing. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Last Picasso channel. Stay tuned, we're going to be doing stuff.
In my heart, and baby down in my soul. You, baby, you can't take it no more. No, I know I'm walking out that door the way you treated me too many times before.
guys and gals, humans and aliens, reptilians and insectoids, whatever the fuck you are. Whoever's watching, hi there. Welcome to Fake TV's The Real Lost Begotten channel. I am your host, that guy in the shadow thing back there, the Lost Begotten. Newsflash, I'm on a couch in Louisiana. That's almost a joke. Just add a little funny. Add a little funny, and it's a joke. But anyway. So today we're going to be talking about some things and some stuff and some news. And I know that's shocking, but get over it. And in the meantime, while we're waiting for others to join us, let's check out these clownfish here. What I have here in the bottom is a pair of Picasso True Perculas. One is ultra premium, the other is just grade A premium. And one being a lot more onyx than the other. So basically, my hope is that they are from divergent enough lines that I'll be able to have some healthy babies from them. That's the goal. Oh yeah, that helped a lot. Look at that view improvement there. No, so. I suppose we can just look at Totsky. Yamachika down there for a little while. The new couple, they're in the bottom because that's where all the food goes. That is the most recent couple that we live streamed the entire bonding process of. That's Tatsuki and Yamachika. The new couple is going to be named Gin Ishimaru and Rangiku Matsumoto. Because we're bleach freaks. And if you're not a bleach freak, you're not an evolved person. And if you are an evolved person, you need to check out Bleach. It's really just that simple. So, on the cover for the channel, for the show, for the broadcast, whatever this thing is, that's Gin on the top. So named because he has this helmety stripe in the front that goes all the way down into his face. And Rangiku because, well, look at him. Fortunately for me, fortunately for all of us actually, especially the Bleach fans that are here on the channel, the one with the bangs in its face that looked like Gin turned out to be the smaller one, so that gets to be the male. And actually, this is going to be the best named couple as far as proportions go, because, like, you know, Rangiku's a big, fine woman. That's going to be a big, fine clownfish right there. You know what I'm saying? You're all funny. Anyways. So, welcome to the one fucking troll monitor bot person that magically fucking watches every fucking time I fucking broadcast, even though no fucking notifications get the fuck sent out. I'll see you in hell, dumbass. But anyways, there's enough attention for you for tonight. I'll be looking down. You'll be looking up. But I'll see you nonetheless. So, enough bitching about the tedious tactics of cowards. We are going to, well, for a while we're going to sit here and stare at Clownfish, because this little couple here is progressing nicely, and their movements have become generally synchronized. It's kind of great, actually. Let's see if I can get us a better view of them. There we go. Wow, that was easy. Okay. I guess I'm done there. So that is not Gin and Rangiku, that is Tatsuki and Yamachika, so we'll take that image off there. But I do have 3 new pairs of Clownfish bonding, in addition to my previously producing set of Broodstock. I already fed the rotors. So let me see here if I can find a different picture of them that's halfway decent. Okay, that'll work. This one right here, that's Gin and Rangiku. And this one right here, we don't really have a name for them yet. That's Spartacus. Oh wait, Spartacus didn't show up in that one. Well, crap, let me try again. I really don't like the automatic full screen thing when you're trying to move windows around. I don't like the snap view or whatever the fuck that is. I just want to be able to move windows around and have them go where the fuck I put them. Thanks, Microsoft. Yet again, for trying to, annoy people with convenience. Oh, the Russians must have put a nice new virus on my computer, because my shit's been slowing down considerably the past couple of days. So yes, there we have my True Percula Extreme Mist Bar called Spartacus, with a Pro Aquatics Onyx. Or was that a Sustainable Aquatics? I forget which fucking tank was which. Anyways, Pro Aquatics or Sustainable Aquatics is where all these fish came from. They were at Macna, and the local fish store bought out a few displays, and that's where I wound up picking my new Broodstock from. So, Tatsuki is from ORA, Yamachika is from Pro Aquatics, and I think, I'm not sure, but I think the Rangiku is from Sustainable Aquatics, and the helmet Gin and Nemo, the Onyx, the regular stripe Onyx, those are both from Pro Aquatics, like Yamachika. So, whichever it is, which way or the other, as long as Gin and Rangiku come from 2 different ones, whether or not which one comes from Pro, which one comes from Sustainable, I'm in good shape. because pretty much all of my pairs now come from different suppliers. So, while it's actually relatively easy, quite easy in fact, to order a pair of clownfish, your best long-term results for somebody like me who's going to take breeding seriously and as a profession, you want to mix up the gene pool, man. You don't want to be inbreeding fish and winding up with a bunch of deformed and unhealthy fish and low survival rates and whatnot. I do have good news for those of you who've been following. The little Nemo guy, all the way on the bottom right, the regular stripe onyx. Been worried about him because he hadn't been eating. Today I fed them some brine shrimp and mysis, and he was tearing that up. So I finally got around to that, and it worked. So he's been fed at least once now. That's good. Now, I do have a lot of copepods and other plankton in my system, so it's not entirely necessary for a fish to be seen eating for them to stay fed. But I like my fish to be nice and fat and healthy. If you have fish that are thick and eating well, there's really not a whole lot of problems you can have with them. They'll be resistant to tank conditions getting poor, they'll be resistant to traveling, power outs. Especially disease and injury. You got a fish that isn't well fed, winds up with an injury, it can exhaust itself and die in no time flat, man. But anyways, seems as though I have the wrong background on there. I am not Kira Lady. Just saying. Put it on there because I wanted the watermark for the resist thing. But I forgot the one I had that on. I had my wife's name on there. Oh well, you can barely make it out anyways. Oh, so we have some interesting developments with Usha Ray and Acebook Faye. Looks like Congress is going to be looking into it. I bet you YouTube's next. They're just working their way up. It's quite strategically correct. Anyways. I'm going to play the guitar some more. Yeah. I think I'll play the guitar some more. After I line up the fishies better. Oh yeah, that looks like total crap. There we go. Anyway, so yeah, little troll monitor person. That wasn't a recording for the intro, that was live. I like that song. Fun song to play. On my 45-year-old guitar. But I think I hate you. You're the reason for my misery. Stranger, you become my biggest enemy. Yet I've never even seen your face. Maybe it's just jealousy. Mix it up with what in mind. A circumstance that doesn't make much sense. Or maybe I'm just dumb. You're the cloud hanging out over my head. Hell comes crashing down upon my face. Magic man, hero-centric plastic man. Yet you still got one over on me. Maybe it's just jealousy. Mix it up with a violent mind. A circumstance that doesn't make much sense. Or maybe I'm just dumb. I'm a child. Sit around and watch the till, but nothing's on. I change the channels for an hour or two. Twiddle my thumbs just for a bit. I'm sick of all the same old shit. In a house with unlocked doors, and I'm fucking lazy. But my lip and close my eyes, take me away to paradise. So therefore I'm going blind, start to smell like shit. Peel me off this Velcro seat and get me moving. I sure as hell can't do it by myself. My mother says to get a job, but she don't like the one she's got. When masturbation's lost its fun, you're fucking lazy. But my lip and close my eyes, take me away to paradise. So that boy I'm going, but start to smell like shit. I've got no motivation. Where is my motivation? No time for motivation. Smoking my inspiration. Sit around and watch the phone, but no one's calling. Call me pathetic, call me what you will. What you will, what you will. I'm tired. Done being serenaded yet? Let's play Green Day albums in order. Or album in order. What is it? Dear mother, can you hear me whining? It's been 6 whole weeks since that I have left your home. Since the feel has left me trembling, and now it seems that I am out here on my own, and I'm never gonna go. Trying to get to the correct streets and the fucking home. Some talk, some call it love. Not wanting to get through a wasteland of life to come back. Welcome to paradise. A gunshot rings out at the station. Another Russian slaps and left it on his own. Yes, sudden fear has left me trembling. For strange reason, it's now feeling like my home, and I'm never gonna go. Pay attention to the cracked streets and the broken homes. Some call it some call it nice, and I want to get through a wasteland. I like to call my home. Welcome to paradise. Oh, paradise. Dear mother, can you hear me laughing? It's been 6 whole months since that I have left your home. It makes me wonder why I'm still here. For some strange reason, it's now feeling like my home, and I'm never gonna go. Back to the cracked streets and the broken homes. Some call it nice, and I wanted to get through a wasteland. I like to call my home. Welcome to paradise. Oh, paradise. So, there's that. Anybody in chat yet? No? Still? Really? No. You know, I've waited 23,000 years once just to see how far someone could dig their own hole. 23,000 years. Deep enough for you? Dum, 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 dum. Good morning, Maximo. Apparently you're 0 people again, because it's just been the one person. Unless you've been sitting there drinking coffee quietly while I play. There must be some kind of way out of here. Yay, sleep coma. I've been playing Green Day mostly. Started the broadcast with the... Take my heart. No one can never hold my body under this. Battlestar Galactica? I need to listen to it again so I can get a cover down for that. Well, she's walking through the crowd with a circus smile that's running around. Butterflies and zebras, moonbeam, fairy tales. That's all she ever thinks about. Riding with the wind. When I'm sad, she comes to me with 1,000 smiles. She gives to me free. It's alright, she says, it's alright. Take anything you want from me. Anything. I can do that for a while. I was drunk in a bar once, did it for like an hour and a half. Me and this other guitarist just kept on going back and forth, like dueling guitar solos. It was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. Oh, this is my last cigarette. I have shorts hidden elsewhere, and I have the big Cheyenne nasty cigar things. Not looking forward to that. Yeah, I try to figure out a Little Wing version, man. Little Wing's good. I like playing Little Wing. It's a kind of song that you learn that you can always play when you're really depressed. You know, it's like when you're like, man, I feel like playing, but I don't feel like playing. Little Wing. Well, there's a red house over yonder. That's where my baby stands. Lord, there's a red house over yonder. Lord, that's where my baby stands. I've been on to see my baby in 99 and 1/2 days. Wait a minute, something's wrong here. This key won't unlock this door. Wait a minute, something's wrong. Lord have mercy, this key won't unlock this door. I got a bad feeling that my baby, she don't live here no more. That's okay, I'll still get my guitar. Look out. Yeah. Something like that. So might as well go back over yonder. Way back across them hills. Lord, I might as well go back over yonder. Way back yonder across them hills. Cause if my baby don't love me no more, I know her sister will. That wasn't too bad. Not too bad. Probably the best Red House I've played in a while. Although I did sort of get like lost and lose my rhythm during the solo. I never play that song resembling similarly twice in a row, but like the solo, I always try to get the solo. I always try to get the solo. And I got like 3 little licks I can do and change up to like as far as you know, he does the delay chorus effect. And he plays twice as good as I do. So you know. Only so much I could do on 45-year-old acoustic. Anyways, yeah, these Cheyennes, man, it's $1.50 for a pack of these things. They're disgusting, but like, it's tobacco. Morning, Taylor. Get to catch that last little blues bit I just did? Looks like we have another Keith Olbermann up. Might be putting that on a few. Dust thrown across his back, his dusty boots and his Cadillac. His family hair just a blowing in the wind. His ain't a baby so long it's sin. Left home when he was 17. The rest of the world he's on. I'm doing that way too fast. I'm doing that way too fast. Dust thrown across his back, rusty boots is his Cadillac. Flaming hair just a blowing in the wind. Seen a baby so long it's a sin. Left home when he was 17. The rest of the world he's on sin. Everybody knows the boss. They're the most on the Gaddestone boss. Now you probably call him a tramp, but I know it goes a little deeper than that. He's a highway child. Some people say he had a girl back home, messed around and did and prayed her wrong. Constipated, hurt him bad, kinda made him feel pretty sad. Anyway, didn't waste no time. Soon enough left the world behind. Everybody knows the same old story. Loving what you can't lose to the glory. Now you probably call him a tramp, but I know it goes a little deeper than that. He's a highway child. One more sucker. Highway child. I'm not gonna pull that solo off. Oh my god, that just hurt my fingers trying. Ow! Yeah, that hurts. His old guitar's thrown across his back. His dusty boots said she has got him. Laying there just a bone. Laying there for so long. Now you probably call him a tramp, but I know it goes a little deeper than that. He's a highway child. Bleh. Okay. Oh, shit. So anyways, I think it's time to take a listen to the new Keith Olbermann Resistance Report number 120.
I'm Keith Olbermann, and this is The Resistance. Donald Trump apparently tried to cover up the actual purpose of a June 2016 meeting between his son-in-law, his campaign manager, and Russian operatives promising official Russian government dirt on Trump's opponent intended to help Trump win the presidency. And his own son has now confirmed this. After a series of stories that largely went under the radar, that appears to be what Special Counsel Robert Mueller is trying to prove right now. A White House cover-up dictated by Trump to hide the real and possibly criminal purpose of that June 2016 meeting. When Donald Trump Jr. submitted his statement about the meeting to staffers of the Senate Judiciary Committee last week, he all but convicted his father of what could easily become an article of impeachment charging cover-up and obstruction of justice. Trump Sr.'s own responsibility, initially revealed matter-of-factly by his own press secretary, was underscored again in Trump Jr.'s statement. Within a day of that statement came the further report that Mueller has told the White House he wants to interview at least 6 staffers, and at least 2 of those were perhaps involved in the events that led to Trump's White House apparent cover-up of the Russia meeting. These stories flashed by in moments that went almost unnoticed, like virtually everything else in the kaleidoscopic, nightmarish blur of this 3-card Monte game of a presidency. But it's really simple stuff. Trump Jr.'s prepared statement included this. Quote, Rob Goldston suggested that someone had official documents and information that would incriminate Hillary Clinton and her dealings with Russia, and that the information would be very useful to the campaign. Quoting again, someone had official documents and information. In fact, in his June 3rd email, this Goldston character had described the documents as much more than just official. He wrote to Trump Jr. that the documents had been offered by, quote, the Crown Prosecutor of Russia, and, quote, this is obviously very high-level and sensitive information, but is part of Russia and its government's support for Mr. Trump. Thus, Donald Trump Jr. had been told he was being offered documents provided by the Russian government to damage Hillary Clinton and to get his own father elected. Back to Trump Jr.'s statement to the Senate staffers. I thought I should listen to what Rob and his colleagues had to say. To the extent they had information concerning the fitness, character, or qualifications of a presidential candidate, I believe that I should at least hear them out. That would be a textbook admission by Trump Jr. to an attempt to conspire with emissaries of a foreign government. Trump Jr. may not have known the espionage laws of this country, nor the ones precluding foreign contributions, cash or otherwise, to an American campaign. But he knew what he was being offered. And his statement to the Senate staffers means his first public explanation after the revelation of the meeting was at best a lie by omission. It was a short introductory meeting, he said back then. I asked Jared Kushner and Paul Manafort to stop by. We primarily discussed a program about the adoption of Russian children, but it was not a campaign issue at the time, and there was no follow-up. Of course, the real problem with that false July 8th statement was clear. The White House press secretary, Ms. Sanders, confirmed on the record that it was, quote, weighed in on by Trump. Meanwhile, it was reported that, in fact, the president composed the entire initial false statement. Flying home from Germany on July 8 aboard Air Force One, Trump personally dictated a statement in which Trump Jr. said that he and the Russian lawyer had primarily discussed a program about the adoption of Russian children when they met in June 2016, according to multiple people with knowledge of the deliberations. Whether dictated or just weighed in on, the moment the president influenced the statement on what Trump Jr.'s meeting was about, he figuratively brought that statement into the White House. He brought that lie into the White House. He brought that cover-up into the White House. He brought that meeting into the White House. Whether he weighed in on the statement or dictated it word for word, Trump himself transformed it into an impeachable offense. And he transformed all the events connected to it into potential White House crimes. And in his statement to Senate staffers, Trump Jr. confirmed his father's guilt by confirming that the first statement, the one his father weighed in on or wrote, was false. And that is why Mueller has reportedly asked to interview, in addition to Reince Priebus, Sean Spicer, White House counsel Don McGahn, and Deputy Counsel James Burnham, acting communications director Hope Hicks, and possibly another White House press aide named Josh Raffel. And Hicks and Raffel are the headliners here. Why? They, quote, were involved in internal discussions in July over how to respond to questions about the June 2016 meeting. The two communications staffers advocated being transparent about the purpose of the meeting. Of course, as we know from the first false statement that Trump Jr. issued in July, the one his father either dictated or weighed in on, they were apparently overruled. What Mueller is apparently trying to do with Hicks and Raffel is similar to what he's apparently doing with the White House counsel McGahn. Show how a crime occurred in real time. As reported, there is step-by-step evidence that McGahn, by the way, McGahn and Priebus reportedly just hired one of the top white-collar crime lawyers in Washington, McGahn stopped Trump from sending the first draft of Trump's letter firing James Comey because of Russia. In this part of the case, Mueller is trying to show how another crime occurred in real time by proving Hicks and Raffel told Trump, be transparent about your son's meeting, and maybe even warned him Junior's meeting might have been a crime, and Trump went ahead and did the wrong thing anyway. In both cases, Mueller is going for the legal equivalent of closed-circuit security video, showing Trump being told not to break the law, showing Trump ignoring that advice, showing Trump then breaking the law anyway. If Mueller can do this just once, let alone in both events, Trump is finished. And remember also, for months, everything that Trump Jr. and the Trump gang have said about that Russian meeting has quickly proved to be a lie. In March 2017, Trump Jr. told the New York Times that while he may have had meetings with people from Russia, quote, certainly none that I was representing the campaign in any way, shape, or form. On July 9, 2017, Trump Jr. issued a second statement which indicated that his July 8, 2017 statement was not the truth. On July 11, 2017, Trump Jr. released the email chain about the six-person meeting. And when Sean Hannity asked him, so far as you know, as far as this incident is concerned, this is all of it? Trump Jr. answered, this is everything, and 3 days later, it wasn't. A Russian lobbyist with ties to Putin revealed he was also at the meeting, even though Trump Jr. never mentioned that, or the fact that there weren't 6 people there were 8. On July 12th, Trump's lawyer, Jay Sekulow, told Chris Cuomo that the president was not involved in drafting Trump Jr.'s first statement. On July 16th, Sekulow repeated this to Chuck Todd. Quote, the president was not involved in the drafting of that statement. But on July 31st, Sarah Huckabee Sanders, Trump's press secretary, said of the statement, quote, the president weighed in as any father would. He certainly didn't dictate, but like I said, he weighed in, offered suggestion like any father would do. Trump Jr. lied at least once about whether or not there was a meeting. He lied at least once about what the meeting was about. He lied at least once about how many people were at the meeting. He lied about having revealed everything about the meeting. Seculau possibly lied twice about Trump at least contributing to the writing of the statement. If the Washington Post reporting about Trump writing the statement is correct, Huckabee Sanders apparently lied about Trump not doing it. And Trump himself, each time he dismissed the meeting as unimportant, he lied. Each time he declared the Russian scandal a witch hunt, fake news, an excuse made up by Democrats, he has theory when it inevitably takes up its constitutional responsibility and impeaches this serial and criminal liar. Resist. Remove. Peace. My book, based on more than 100 of these commentaries, will be released on October 17th, and you can pre-order it now if you wish. Thank you in advance.
Well, isn't that special? So the lawyers have hired lawyers. Trump's lawyers already recommended to Nauru. Hey look, there's a mailbox. Hey look, there's some grass. Hey look, there's a parking pole. Just everything. Just everything. It's owned by Google. It should be on fucking fire. If it works for Google, it should be on fire. Oh look, 0 people watching. Oh yeah, and Max, everything I double click on now, like, okay, this computer has, for this entire time, been able to open programs one after the other. I can double click, and like 4 fucking programs will open, right? Now it's literally like taking 10 seconds just to fucking open one thing. Oh yeah, and you know what? I really hope Google understands that my threats are sincere. And I hope they call the police on me. I really hope they send someone to investigate me. Because they're going to get investigated back, and they fucking know it. Like, seriously, you know? It's just, you know, I gotta raise my kids. I'm gonna keep track of every motherfucker who was working there during this time period. I'm gonna figure out everything and everyone that they care about. And I'm gonna fucking destroy it. then I'm going to come for them. You fucking people destroyed my country, okay? So if there isn't a fucking soldier left alive in this country that has the fucking awareness to defend it, well, I guess that leaves me, doesn't it? I ain't playing around with this bullshit. I got priorities, okay? My kids are my priority, obviously. But I know myself. I know that when them kids are gone, they're married, don't need me no more. God forbid any one little thing happen to me. And I'm driving to go see fucking Google. I'm driving to go see these motherfuckers who made this bullshit here that destroyed my country. And ain't nobody gonna fucking stop me. For one simple reason. They lack the training. I can't even begin to express just how much fucking rage, just how much hatred, just how much absolute fucking predatory consumption instinct I have towards you, Google, my prey. I'm gonna need Worcestershire sauce for you motherfuckers, okay? I get so pissed off when I think about what these fucking people have done to my country. I get hungry. I get hungry thinking about their flesh. Okay, that's how fucking angry they make me. Dumbass little fucking humans. And you notice this shit ain't going wrong one fucking time since I started this little rant, huh? I'm doing a little experiment right now. Seeing how long fucking angry crazy talk can keep a live stream going. Because I know the fucking little troll monitor is just like, yeah, this talking crazy stuff. We're going to do this against me. How? Local law enforcement sure as fuck ain't gonna help you take me on. And the Secret Service likes me better than they like Trump. Which, you know, they should. But that's a long story that I can't get into on this video, can I? But these fucking people, these little trolls, these Russians, fucking Google, think they got fucking leverage. Do you Russians actually think that you're gonna fucking win this? You're gonna be destroyed. Like, Russia is going to be fucking destroyed. It's going to be destroyed like fucking Nazi Germany was. It's going to be destroyed. And everyone that colluded with Russia, including the fucking high-ups at Facebook, Google, YouTube, Twitter, all these fucking companies, they're going to jail. Their family's going to be in disgrace. And picking on me is exactly the opposite of what's going to help you. Censoring my videos is making your fate so much worse. See, the truth could set us all free. The truth could set the Russian people free from Putin if I was just allowed to tell it here. But no. You just seem to want to be on fire. That's fine. I very much like fire. And I like seeing people who deserve to be on fire. I'm rather partial to fire. It just takes care of all kinds of shit for you. Really, like, half of me wishes the Secret Service didn't have my back to begin with, okay? Which they do. They're not gonna fucking come after me, for fuck's sake. But half of me wishes that these fools would actually try. Just so I could have someone with halfway decent enough training to resist my ass whooping for fucking 14 seconds, maybe. Maybe 14 seconds. You know, if there's 5 of them. But there's days where I just, you know, I really just want an excuse to beat the shit out of someone. I know that's wrong. I know that's like a problem that I have. But I'm just so fucking good at it. What do? You know, what can you do? So tired of these fucking infantile buffoons that try to run this country and don't have a fucking clue about anything. Jesus Christ. Just letting the fucking Russian government, whatever rich corporation, do whatever the fuck they want to massive amounts of people. No problem, Taylor. You ever feel like it'd be worse somebody key in your car just so you could catch them, key in your car just so you could beat the shit out of them, you know? It'd be worth a motherfucker coming to try to fucking take me to jail, coming to try to fucking tell me something. It would be worth a motherfucker coming to my front door in the name of the Russian government, pretending they're fucking serving America. I'm gonna educate them while I whip their ass, okay? You gonna fucking come at me for trying to protect my country against a goddamn traitor and a bunch of fucking Russian puppets? I'll butt rape you with your own fucking nightstick. Don't forget, dearies, I created evil. Fuck with me, I'll create something just for you. I have daydreams that would make Satan shit himself, okay? You fuckers don't even want to find out what this imagination can unlock. I'm just playing cool. I'm just being a normal little human, watching people dig their own holes, biding my time. And everything I say is building up a giant spell that's gonna undo everything. Every urge I have that I let go of, and I trust in the Father, ensured vengeance. See, the worst thing that could happen isn't legal action isn't taken, isn't you go to jail or you don't go to jail and then I run out of options and I lose my shit and I come and fucking kill all of you. I mean, that's gonna be pretty horrifying. But that's not how I work. You see, I vent. I say what I'd like to do. I express my feelings. But I understand the weakness of my human form. Do you understand the weakness of your human form? I understand the weakness of your human form. And when I let it all go, everything you could imagine me doing, if you spent the rest of your life in fear, in paranoia, it wouldn't come close to the fate that awaits you. Because I'm going to let it go. I'm not going to lift a finger of flesh. And my soul will sink its own vengeance. All I have to do is take a nap. And one day, because none of you fucking children listen, and because I'm stuck in a mortal body, I'm gonna take a really long nap. At that point, it will be over for you. Not a fucking instant will go by. It will be over for you. My lifespan is your expiration date. This is just one of many bodies I've inhabited. I have no fear of losing it. I have no fear of moving on to my next form. Except for my fear for you. So the worst thing that could happen isn't they all go to jail Russia gets destroyed. The worst thing that could happen isn't they don't go to jail and people just start assassinating their fucking children. Okay? That will happen if they don't go to jail. People will start killing off everyone related to this fucking treasonous bullshit. Okay? They're gonna die. They're gonna get killed. They're gonna get murdered. Because people are all planning it. People are planning on killing every fucking one of the Trump administration and everyone that helped make it happen. Everyone that allowed it to happen. Republican and Democrat. Right now, there are professional, retired soldiers who are aware of what the fuck just happened to this country. And they're waiting for these investigations to happen. And if these investigations don't yield results, you can guarantee you that these captains and colonels, retired American soldiers, are going to fucking murder all of you. But that's not the worst thing that could happen. That's not the worst thing that could happen. The worst thing that could happen is you get away with it. The worst thing that could happen is I fade into the horizon. Nobody ever hears from me again. And I die peacefully. Or otherwise. The worst thing that could happen is you get away with it, and then one day I die. Because one day I will die. Because when that happens, God will return to this planet and judge you. That's it. You can deal with me, or you can deal with my Father. But I'm done dealing with this bullshit. So. Y'all have a nice one. Thanks for watching. Click the like button, subscribe, and whatever. And, Trump and the Russians should expect some horrible, terrifying fucking things very shortly.
In my heart, and baby, now